Hello, everyone. I'm just gonna hit the test card in a second, just to give myself a chance to check the stream looks okay. Won't be a minute. Yeah, we're fine. So basically, I'm just gonna finish off what I did last week. I'll bring it up. Oh, hang on, my tablet's not plugged in. Okay, once again, good start. Gotta love live streams. Yeah, and now I'm gonna wait for it to warm up. I have the best equipment. See, is someone saying hello? Hello. Okay, I'll click on it very professionally. Yeah, so this is what I ended up with last week. So I'm going to, I think mostly silently, finish off this design. This is the header for the Blugatoons Games Room, and I'm gonna just move some stuff around because I think it just needs to be spread out a bit more. Hang on, all the layers are together. Okay, and I think I'm gonna, because I don't want to scale that up, but I want it to be a bit bigger. I'm going to open that original file and just oh dear, just add it again. Probably get a glass of water at some point. I don't know if this stream is going to be that long because I'm really just finishing off this, as I said. There's also something that I wanted to talk about at the end. And this is going to take a couple of centuries to open, so how you doing? What's up? So yeah, I think the controller asset is in here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. There he is. So, because I don't know how to scale everything is gonna be. Because this should be one of the larger objects. So let's see how. And I don't really want things to go over the edge at all. I just something like that. Because how big was the previous one? Yeah, that's not quite big enough. So that is what I need. That's the kind of size. So I think to scale, if I shrink these a little bit as well, I think. I'll just call that one cards. Because this is going to stretch across the top of the page. Yeah, And that background isn't going to be there. It's going to be a PNG file, some lighting effects underneath. I'm going to see if that looks okay. Also, some of you may remember, if you saw the last video, I had this up when I started the stream, and I didn't get around to explaining what it is because I'm going to be doing this today. I'm using this code from Stack Overflow because a lot of people contribute. I don't actually know which one of these people posted the one that I ended up using, but I found this code very useful. I'll just give a demonstration on what it does. So it was one of those guys who posted it. Basically, I used it for the header on my main website here, and the idea is that every time you reload the page, you get a slightly different header, because there are different variations. I've created lots of different versions of the header with a different graphic over the top, so you each time you visit the page you just get a slightly different so it's quite a cool thing to add to a website, and because I just had so many of these images, so many overlay graphics that I could just slap on top of the logo, and they're all separate files. So the idea is that you type in this code and then you just need to know how to specify each separate image in that code. So I'm going to do the same with the games room, because that's the old header. That's the one that's on the website now. So this is the new design, and the idea I came up with was that the dice can actually, let me get to the folder. You can actually change so that you got that. There's a different outcome depending on when you land on the page. So randomly it will go through that. I mean, I've just got 4 variations, so there is a 1 in 4 chance you're just going to see the same numbers each time. But I thought it'd be a fun little detail because I like little Easter eggs like that. And I mean, I'm giving it away now, so those of you watching, but that it's a way to get people to refresh my websites, and I can get more hits. It's a scam, basically. No, but it's the kind of thing that I find enjoyable. I just like the fact that there'll be different numbers. Like this subtle detail is going to change each time you go on the website. So I think I'm ready. I'm just going to save. So I'm going to save 4 versions of this header. And then I'm going to see if I can remember how to use the code. Shouldn't be too hard. So we need to save it as a PNG. Games room header 01. So that's header 1. Change the number. Save it again. O2. God, let's count for a second. Yeah. 4. And yeah, I saved the first one on a different folder. Never mind. Okay. Now I'm going to test card again, and I don't know how long this is going to take. Hopefully not too long. Right, I'm going to make some changes. So there it is. Because I think the head is going to need to be smaller. Because I was originally thinking I'd scale it down when it's actually up on the website. But it's actually better if I scale it down now. So let's see, what kind of number are we talking? Pixels. Go with that kind of size, I suppose. Yeah, I can imagine that working. Okay. So, just to double check, 1600. Same with 2. Please bear with me. So yeah, this is not going to be entirely thrilling. I only have to do it with the other two, and then I'll get back to what I was doing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Right, I think, yeah, here we go. This is what I've done. So I don't know if it's going to do it now, but when I hit reload, yep, look, the numbers change. So everything else stays the same, but yeah, you just have to make sure it's actually going to switch to another, because it's just as likely you'll get the same one again. But yeah, right, again, it's like an Easter egg, and that's pretty much it. That's I might again make it a bit smaller, because it's kind of moving further away over there. Also, the background effect doesn't really work so well because it doesn't go right to the corner, as you can see there. But it's not bad. So yeah, I'm probably going to get rid of the lighting effect and make it just make it so that it's actually going to fit. Maybe I might need to make the page wider. I don't know. No, I think because there's a big gap there now, so I'll work on that. But you get the idea. I've got the changing dice now, which will sometimes change. Yeah, that's basically what I wanted to do. I suppose now it's a bit of a free-for-all, because this took less than half an hour, so I'll just load up Illustrator and then maybe think of something to doodle away at. I actually don't know if I'm going to be doing those Mermaid live streams, as I mentioned. On my podcast, I was saying how I joined in with it last year. I suppose I'm probably going to, even if it's just sketching on paper, I might be doing that this year. But whether or not I'm going to do it digitally, I'm not sure. See, the thing is, I'll just talk about it now, because I might as well. Yeah, I'm paying for Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, and I'm not entirely sure that I can still afford it. So I might unsubscribe. I'm actually considering doing that very soon. And it's got me thinking, because there's a lot of things I won't be able to do. It's annoying, because a lot of the things I planned to do this year, I'm just not going to be able to do. But there are ways around it. All I have to do really is just decide on what I can be doing instead. And obviously, because I'm doing the podcast, I'm doing the gaming live streams, those can still continue, no problem. That's not going to be affected, obviously, because it's just a matter of not being able to use the Adobe products. So yeah, I'm still kind of debating about it over in my head, because I'd love to carry on using these and create lots of more stuff. But I can still be creative even without them. This is the thing. I think it'll be interesting, really, because situations like this sort of pressure me into trying out different things, and I've kind of been doing the same thing for a while, so yeah, I think things might have to change. It looks like it looks like it's unlikely that things are going to stay as they are indefinitely for the foreseeable future. But we'll see. Because I would love it. I'd love it if I could find another way around it, which would mean I can still afford these, but I don't know if I can. It's really hard to say. That's all long enough. I won't miss this, or this loading up. This is the best part of the the stream. Yep. But yeah, I think for the remainder of this, I'll just freestyle. That was one I had last week, right there. So now I'm just imagining not being able to do any of this for a live stream. It'll be something else. I suppose. Yeah, freestyle. This is actually a good example of what the live draw might become. Because it wasn't especially interesting doing all the designing stuff. I think as when I was doing the little game, keep drawing and nobody explodes, with This Is Ready Made. That was cool because there was no kind of, I wasn't trying to be professional or anything. I was just drawing. And that's really the most fun you can have, really. I don't know why it's doing that. It does that a lot when I'm using the tablet. It's the sensitivity, like it just flickers away. Stop it. Stop doing that. Stop. That is so distracting. Will you stop? I just, mind you, it's giving you something to look at. Is it any wonder I get anything down? Okay, this is meant to be an eye. Like my brush is just, it's having a seizure or something. Just, okay, stop that. Thank you. Why? No. You're making it so hard for me to stop flickering. Make up your mind, like, okay, that is the, oh no, it's not, that's not the arrow. Does anyone know why it does that? Please tell me. I'm gonna have a sip of water. Oh good, Blue Tunes is live on YouTube right now. Let's have a look, shall we? And of course it's super fast. Now for some reason I can't switch it back to the old layout. That was one thing I did previously because I don't really like this layout that they've come up with. I reset my browser last week, and now I can't get it back to the old style. let's shrink that down a bit. So generic looking characters, that's basically what I'm just Okay, I'm just going to try one more thing. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. I had to add the mic input. Don't know what I'm going to say. I don't really know what this bit's for. So now that I'm just going to load up my other web browser now. So yeah, this calendar up here, it took me a long time to work out how to put that together. And when I did, I realised I don't know what to use it for. So I think I'm just going to have it here on this this camera layout. Don't know what any of this is for, really. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Yeah, there is something I'm meant to do at this point. Update the thumbnail and the end of the screen. Literally just remembered that. Okay. So what am I going to put on this? I suppose it would have to be the cards and the dice. So I'm almost there. Won't be much longer. Okay, I'll let you see it. Here we go. So I'm just adding the outer glow. Okay, now that one. Okay, so there you have it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and yeah, I do plan on doing another one of these next week. I just no idea what I'm gonna do because I just don't know what I can do next week, but it should all become clear by then. So we'll just wait and see. I don't think I've set up an event just now, but yeah, sometime nearer the actual day of it, then I'll sort something out. Okay,